Well, today we're up at Alta Vista. Just to show you the pretty red flowers, pink flowers around. All the way up the mountain. These are on the side of the road now. But that's the view from up here. Down towards Las Cristianas there. Look right down there. You can see the harbour. A bit hazy, but it is quite warm today. And lots of traffic coming about. A load of bike riders having a ride up the hill so they don't have to pedal up, they can just saddle down. He is a bit late this morning putting his tables out. It's 10 past and he's only just started. He just finished mopping the floor. But there we are. This morning I'm going. Buen día.
¿Cómo están?
Bien, gracias. ¿Usted?
Muy bien. Muchas gracias.
Well, today I'm walking up where I'm going on the walk we did, the last walk we did with Gaynor and Jamie. I didn't take my camera and found it was the best views we've had for a long time, so I'm going to do a rerun of that. Well, we've finished our coffee and now, as you can see,
Just walking.
Interesting, there's a yellow flower over here that I hadn't seen before. I'll find it. Oh, well, it may be a Californian poppy. They are growing round about here, amongst the purple ones. But you can see in the field lots of purple flowers, and of course the view of the mountain is spectacular as usual. Anyway, I shall be walking around the new walk and taking pictures, so I'm going to start now. I told them we would be back in 2 hours. I think that would be plenty. Well, started. I've set my outdoor active to track these today, and I'll take some pictures of the pretty flowers as we go around. Oh, there we are, the Californian poppies, with all the petals still on. These have been blown off. The path is more overgrown than it was last time we walked up here a few weeks ago, and we've now got the white flowers. It really is getting towards spring now. It's getting even more beautiful out here. I mean, it's difficult to know where to point the camera. Look at this, for a set of Californian poppies. The shadow gives you a different colour. If I move around, there you are. Wonderful. And on that side, all the yellow flowers, little daisies. The Californian poppies now, as you can see, all the way up the path. Some yellow and some more orange, but all beautiful. We've still got the wonderful purple ones. Further on, by the looks of it, we've got some bog standard red poppies, the kind that we find, and know about in England. There we are. Red poppies, a bit windblown, but they're out. And all these little yellow flowers. Really is tremendous. As you can see, I walk up this so far. The side covered with flowers. And the poppies, or red poppies, coming out on the other side of the path now. You can get more of them now, there and further on. As I said, the red poppies, we're getting more. As you can see, both sides of the path covered in red poppies and the little yellow flowers. The green, the grass that was on the hillsides as an unusual part of here is now beginning to burn off. The weather's getting drier, hotter, so it's now getting less green, no less beautiful, but a different set of colours. We have masses of white flowers about. There's a different blue one that is just beginning to come out. No doubt they'll be out next week. And the wild sweet peas beginning to come out. Really beautiful. And to say the track being overgrown with flowers. It's the time of year. I don't know, people walk in winter and we don't walk in summer if we can avoid it, but spring is certainly something to be walking in and out here. It is so wonderful, and spring started 2 days ago. So yeah, the bushes and everything. In reality, I could video it for the full walk, but that would make a rather long video. Now we have a tunnel of trees with white blossom on that you've got to walk under. Really so nice. And still more of them. The white blossom on the trees, it's everywhere now. Better put off for a while. Well, I'm at the junction. The actual path goes that way. The runoff for water is there. We never walk that. But I'm going to walk it today because the last walk we did had a different route down to the one we took. I'm curious where that goes. So I'm going up here today. This has got some little bits of difficult climbing it. So I'm going to switch this off while I get up there. And past that, and now on a normal path through the undergrowth. It's a bit overgrown, but walkable. I think this is now the track that we normally meet on the other path. We come in a bit further up. As I thought, that's the path that we normally walk up onto this track. I've come up from down there. So this is not the alternative that the bikers use. They came down from the top up there. We were up there. It's where I'm going today. And somehow they came down that side. I don't know where, but I intend to find out. I've now got myself up there and onto the open space before we climb up that straight. We're going up there, going the path up there and then round onto the top. But pretty yellow butterflies. But I'm hoping to get better pictures of that view when we're on top. We'll see you later. Right, I'm up the steep climb. I didn't video it. It's just a set of videos of how difficult the climb is. Much better pictures up here. These are the yellow flowers now flanking this track all the way down into the bottom there, the yellow flowers, and turn round. There they are, going up the hill. I'll stop for water when we're in the bottom, when we've been over the top here, and have a sit down. In about 10 minutes, of course, an hour's time, I'm hoping to be up there. That's the path I'm aiming to be on, at the top, with views in both directions. But before that, get to the bottom and have a water break. There's the flowers all the way up, and behind them there, we go to the top there. That's the mountain I've got to climb, and I'm going downhill now, so it'll be a bigger climb than that looks. But I've only been out 35 minutes, so I shall probably be alright. I said an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 3/4, depending how much video I'm doing. It's difficult to put the camera down. Ah well, there's a group of Spanish in front of me, and very nicely the last one in the group asked me if I was okay, and shouted down the hill, which is very nice. It's different, but there's about 10 of them, I suppose, walking in front of me, and walking more slowly than I am, so I'll possibly, if they go the same way, I shall catch them, but I think I'm turning off before them. It has got quite hot today. It's not a Jamie 3 best day. I'm down to single cover, and it is still getting very warm. I think when I get round the corner and start climbing this hill, it's going to get even warmer, but we'll see. I have to go on to keep in my times. I'm catching the group in front of me up. The last one was stood on this corner looking back to see if I was okay. There was about 4 Spanish cars parked there, so maybe he thinks I'm a latecomer trying to catch them up and that I'm part of their group. We'll see when I disappear at the top. Es muy bien. I passed the Spanish group just before the top of the hill. They're doing the normal walk. I think I got some odd looks coming up this way, but this is the view I couldn't photograph last time because I hadn't got a camera with me. But the forest, the hills, mountain tracks, grass. What more do you want? It's quite wonderful up here. Yes, this is a biker's route rather than a walker's route. You can tell from the tyre tracks in the path. But it's walkable, and you get very good views, different views to what we normally get. And we're higher up now, approaching the top of this walk, but the views just get better and better as you come up this walk. Just the sheer size of the forest, and the trees round about us. And then the Spanish group have obviously gone down the other way where we normally walk, but I wanted pictures of this. You can see in the distance there the terraces that have been turned into vineyards, but this is still virgin forest. Wonderful, with the odd in there, the odd ruin. We're now further around, near starting to go down actually, but down there in that gap, I don't know if you can see this, if you can get this in focus. That is the track I took the picture of, saying that's where I've got to go to. Now I'm at the top of it. But these are other terraces that are becoming vineyards in time. Quite spectacular. Last time we were up here, these yellow flowers were in full bloom. They're now dying back all up here. They're still blooming lower down, but it does change depending where you are, whether the flowers are, well, what stage the flowers are. As you can see, I'll just get my stick out to get down there. These are now dying. There's still some flowers there, but they are past their best now. Right, we're going around the corner now. There we have the top of two, that's the Caldera. You see the forest above you'll have flown. This corner, because round this corner is a nice view. I'm off the path now, the path's 10 metres down the hill from me, mainly because this took us quite by surprise last time we were here. That's the embalser we normally walk past when we've walked over the top, and we walked down to that. Suddenly realised we'd got over the top and we're on the way down when we got here. But it also has very nice views that we'd never had before of this area. I'll show you as we go down. There we are, that's the embalser in the estate. But as you look round, let me pan out a bit. This is into the vineyard and orchards. The green you see in the distance is an orchard, not a vineyard. You can see that there. The vines are just going green. Oh, a load of cyclists down there in the distance, you can see them. I'm just going around the corner, you probably can't see them. But you can probably hear the water running through the pipes. We're at the top. The embalser has filled even more since we were here 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they must be getting water down, I thought. But we don't normally see this view of this valley. It's I know I've got flies chasing me. It really is nice. There we are across the valley to the bottom. Now that's come on leaps and bounds. It's where they were building. I just thought a house, but it's got a big walk. That's we walk past that regularly. Normally on our left, it's on the right today. But this is the path down that the bikers use. It joins the main track that goes back up the mountain above the embalser. But we're going down. But there is a way out down here. It's a very pretty walk, this one. This area is quite nice because it's different. It's got grass. It may be during the winter, during the summer it will dry out completely. I don't know. But look at the view of the vineyards. You can see the vineyards in the distance there. Quite attracting a fly. The vineyards there are just beginning to turn green. The track back over the mountain is there. It goes back at the side of us. You join it just down here, but I'm going to ignore that and walk down and go down where the bikers go, not where we went last time. So I will miss some of the views, but I want to know where the bikers went. I'm now back into forest path really, it's not a track. It's where the bikers have been. I don't think there was anything here before the bikers came up with their bikes. whether these were motorised. I think they were off-road bikes, not cyclists, looking by the sides of the tyre tracks. Right, we're now at the point where if we wanted we could join the track bike. It's just over the wall there, but we're going on this little embalser up here. We're going past that and back in the wood to see the yellow flowers again. The yellow flowers are now in flower, having changed from the top. Different. And this is an embalser that's not got anything in, and the track bike runs down the other side of it there. And I'm going that way. Although there's not a track up here, I'm going to walk up here because I'm curious about the view from this top. It ought to be a reasonably good view of the valley, as long as there's no trees in the way. It looks as though somebody has walked up here besides me. Oh, there are too many trees. You can't actually see the valley, but you can see if you look down, see the yellow flowers growing on the hillside, mountainside, all the way around. Right, time for me to go back and join the cyclist path, I think. Going over the top, I'm not sure about. I'll just look a bit further to see if anybody's been over the top and where it might come out. They obviously big hunting dogs up here. As I thought, there's a fairly steep drop coming up now down the mountain. You might be able to get that way, but not on my own. That's an interesting growth. I don't know if that's potatoes. Yes, it's a potato plot. They've come on well in the last few weeks. Well, here I am back on the track down the mountain. I went up there, which is a little path, but it just joins the track further round. It's one that the bikers put in just to give themselves a bit of excitement. But they do go off this track altogether, just round this corner. We stayed on the track, which has very nice views. Gets a bit steep and a bit stony, but has very nice views of the vineyards. But I'm going to go down where the bikers go, just to see what they go through. Well, this is where the bikers come down. They come down there, across here, and down there. We walk down the main track. I'm going down the bikers track now, just to find out what's down here. I'm going to lengthen my stick to take care of the steepness going down. It's obviously done for excitement for the bikers. There's a serious jump for the bikers. It's a serious get down for someone on boots. There we go. I might walk round the jumps. We're going down into the bottom. I don't know where it comes out. That's what is intriguing me. This water pipe goes down and across the path that we came up on. So I don't know whether I'm in the same barranco or whether we've moved across one. But this is serious downhill stuff at present. A lot of loose gravel. You need a long stick. I'm going to switch off for a while. So my mum walks to a thing like this. One begins to wonder what's over the edge. It's only a 2 or 3 foot drop, but it is getting steep now. A wall here that runs right across. I don't know that in the bottom is the barranco I came up. It must be. The other side is where the other track runs up to join this one. So it must join the same track somewhere. 2 beautiful yellow butterflies flying around at present. I don't know if you can see them. There, someone's gone that way. This is seriously steep. I don't know how the bikers get down here. They must come down at some rate. That is a serious set of drops coming off there. You've got to be very careful. I'm not sure that this is a way I would bring anybody else. It's quite nice and very pretty and adventurous, but as again, look, we've got over and down fairly steeply. We're going right into the bottom. Well, I'm partly down here, taking it very carefully because it is very slippery. I'm pleased I didn't bring anybody else down here. The views are still magnificent, and the track finishes down there. Look, eventually it turns off into the bottom, but I've got to go down there and round that bend there, and you'll need a long stick to do this. Well, that section was virtually unwalkable. It's getting close to vertical in parts, and all of that scree is loose. If you stand on it, it just slides away from under your feet, so this is not a place to bring anybody else. But I'm now in the bottom, so we'll see where it goes next. Well, the last bit down there was comparatively easy. We seem to have come to a passage. Walls on both sides. This must have been somebody's path at some time. Goes down there. The bikers go down the side of it, so we'll see what's round the corner now. I'm off the top and I can put my stick back to some kind of normality. I found that the grip had just slid down. Oh, there's the it might have been a waterway. The grip on my stick, the rubber grip, has slipped down. I thought the pressure on it had been so hard, and that was with gaffer tape underneath, holding it in place. I must admit, the last bit on the very steep stuff, I just sat and scrambled down. It was not walkable at all. But now we're amongst the normal. Well, now I'm on a normal footpath. I don't think it's one that I've walked before, so I'm intrigued where it goes to. Sadly, it ends up at that steep climb. Would be nice if there was another way around, because this is quite attractive now. This little bit of excitement has certainly cleared my lungs today. We are now going up to join the path that we came up on. That's right. Now this is the one down to the... That's the waterway that I came up on. That's where I came. You can see, if I can focus on this, and the trees there somewhere, a bit to the left of that, is the path where it comes down, and it's coming down from the top of there all the way down to here, so you can imagine how steep it is. And the bikers come down. They are motorbikes, they're not pedal bikes, these. So now I've just about finished. I'll get down to the bottom of this and back to the van. And that's the end of the bikers run, and we're on the ordinary path now, so everything is straightforward. Back to the minibus. I've been out for 1 hour 20 minutes, so 10 minutes will probably see me back. I will meet my hour and a half schedule. That's it, I'm on the way out now. The path past the white flowers and the poppies. I don't think that will ever be walked again. It's possible, I suppose, to walk that with 2 sticks, but it would still be very difficult. It's so steep, and the scree is so loose, the bikes have just churned it up. So it's just a very steep hill, worse than 45 degrees, much steeper than that, with loose scree all down it. So it is very difficult. I mean, in the end, you can sit on your bum and navigate down it that way. But trying to walk down it with a group is just not a good idea. The poppies blowing gently in the wind as we get back along this stretch. We're getting the bit that goes to the rocky thing. We'll go over the top. I was going to walk on this one when we came in and didn't. I walked the other way. But we'll see where this goes. At times you have to be a bit adventurous. Life would become boring. Well, this is very easy to walk. It's easier than the main path. So yeah, not really that adventurous, just a lot safer. You've got no drop at the side, although there is a drop now. And oh, how interesting. Yes, well, yeah, it's we're back with the steep stuff. So that might have been an interesting little excursion in one direction, but I don't think it was a good one. I'll walk down the rock to this edge and then try and get over the edge. Oh, there's an interesting bit. I wonder if that rock is steady. Yep, that there, that there, that there. And a quick run down the hill. Right. Well, that's a bit to avoid as well. So, started to a little bit here, look. These steep little bits are a bit of a problem. You get your feet in the right place is the problem. Oops. There we are, on simple rock now. That's the easy stuff. You can just jump from rock to rock and out of it. Well, back to the Californian poppies, across the field and back to the minibus. Here we are, back at the minibus. These are the cars from the Spanish walkers that I chatted to on the way around. I think even walking in the opposite direction, the steep bits where the bikes had been would be impossible. I think they've just been down. I don't think they've been down it. There's no recent tracks. I think they've just made such a dangerous mess of it that they can't ride it anymore. Still, an interesting walk.